The Wellness Show, episode number 356.
Welcome to The Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyson Bannigan, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more. Live on Facebook. Welcome to The Wellness Show on health, wealth, and enlightenment. We're your hosts for this morning. This is Tyson Bannigan and Laura Cool. We're here to help you take back your personal power, stand in your truth, and deliver your awesome gifts to the world. So what's up on planet Earth? What's up in your life? Let us know, and maybe we can help you get from where you are to where you want to be in a much shorter time. So this is a toll-free call-in show. So the number's above here, 1-866-369-7464. You can join us on Zoom. You can also come in by WhatsApp internationally. That's 1-250-803-2480. And you're wondering, where I'll put all those numbers. Well, all those numbers are available wherever you're watching the show. You'll be able to see the numbers to phone in or join us on Zoom, or you could head over to the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy, which will soon become the Wellness Academy, shortening down the title. And you can type in your comments there, and Laura will pick them up, and we'll answer your questions. So,
when are you switching over to the Wellness Academy? I love it.
That will be when the brand new website is up and running.
Wow, that's so exciting, Tyson.
That is. All right.
I love it.
All right. So Eduardo says, continued from yesterday, can you please do a clearing healing on my teeth? Please teach me how. Gums are fine, but teeth are stained and ensuring wear. Can they be remineralized? Yeah, absolutely. I know people that actually grow teeth. I know people that actually do fillings in their teeth. Having said that, I have no clue how to do it myself. There's great books out there about how to do this. It really has to do with a mindset. It's sort of like, if a lizard can grow a tail, why can't we grow certain parts of our body? I'm sure we can. It's just that part of our epigenetic ability has been cut off some way or divorced from our knowingness. But there's no reason why you couldn't. So I would think that one of the things you could do, a couple of things. So there's a medical assisted program which comes from, and I can't remember her name. She works with flowers, a very gifted lady, and a Perelandra series. So if you Google Perelandra, and I'm trying to remember her name, and I'm trying to see if I can find the map right here. I've tried to create my library so I can pull it. Okay. So here it is. This is called MAP. This is the co-creative Wright Brotherhood Medical Assistant Program by Michaelle Wright. Okay, here you are. Now, the thing about this that's exciting is these are like Harold. We keep talking about Harold, right? Good old Harold here, Harold McCoy. We talk about him helping us on the other side. Where are you, Harold? Where are you hiding? But this is a group of medical practitioners who are on the other side, who when you call them through this program or through this way of communicating with them. So let me just say, let's read it. So MAP is allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy, and any other conventional medical specialty. Nor is it's not that, and nor is it related to alternative health modalities or holistic health. And it's not esoteric, occult, new age, or spiritual. All these approaches to health are essentially evolutionary developments by man. MAP is qualitatively different because it integrates the evolutionary input of nature with man's evolutionary development. So you're working with the natural forces. The healthy human being is a balanced combination of these two dynamics. We do not need to know anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, psychology, etc. to use MAP effectively. The only credentials we need are intent, sincerity, commitment, and the information and processes in Michelle's book. But MAP offers much more than health per se. Like Michelle's other books, MAP also increases our understanding of who and what we are, what nature and reality are, what our place in the universe is, what our responsibilities are, and what amazing opportunities that we have. So in other words, how to become an earth steward or an eco-spiritual alignment with nature. So this is really effective, because what you're doing, if I'm understanding correctly, is you're asking those on the other side, which are dentists in your particular case, to assist you to work from their dimension to your dimension, but through the through the plant kingdom, right? Through doing ceremonies in nature. And I know that there in here that there's documented, evidence, however you want to believe evidence, of actual people receiving gold fillings. Okay.
Wow.
And now think about that. Gold fillings from one dimension to the other. How is that possible?
What's her name? Who wrote this?
Her name is Michelle,
Michelle Small.
Michelle. Michelle Small Wright, Wright, the Perelandra Limited, right?
Well, and she works with the Great White Brotherhood.
Yeah, and she works with nature. So Perelandra Limited is a center for nature research in Jeffersonton, Virginia. And, I've followed her work, and we do a lot of her design work in the garden. And Sarah was just communicating with the elementals this morning about how to work in her garden. And they basically said, go into the garden and love every bit of the flowers, everything, all the plants around you. And we are here to work with you. And we're waiting for you to commune with us. That's the short version of what you received this morning. So interesting that you brought this up. So the key to your health and well-being is becoming one with nature, both with inside of yourself, the inner nature, and the outer nature, which is Mother Earth. So there you are. So hopefully that will help you. Also, I have charts on teeth, because every tooth problem is associated with some biological phenomenon that's not working in your body. And it still is there, whether you pulled the tooth, filled the tooth, crowned the tooth, whatever. Most things that you do, like crowns to your tooth, actually obstruct the meridian flow. So if we do have teeth that are that have crowns on them, we should do working on the meridians and bringing them back to 100%, which you can do energetically. So in other words, you can work on your teeth energetically, and by communicating with your teeth and becoming one with your teeth, then your teeth can heal. So why are you not one with your teeth? That's the big question. Yeah, hair loss or eyesight, same thing. Why are you not willing to see clearly, right?
Yeah.
That's all about. And when I do the Bates exercises for eyes, it really does improve my eyes. So yes, do the exercises. So that Bates is on BATES, has great exercises for strengthening your eyesight. Hair loss, I don't know much about hair loss. As you can see, it's not something that
Sugar. Stay away from any kind of like white sugars. That's hair loss, especially when it comes from this part. Not back here. If this is back here, then it's usually genetic, but this is sugar.
Yeah, I obviously don't have a problem in that regard.
Yeah, you have lots of hair.
I have lots of hair.
Me too.
So I do know that if you take coral C of what am I trying to say? Coral, which is
sea coral. Yeah.
Sea coral. I know that when I had a beard, that my beard would go multicolored. So I'd have some white, some black, some red, some white. Come from a pure white beard. So I know that there's something about the hair needing trace minerals that you get from sea coral and others. So I would take a book on trace minerals and I would dowse it. Dowse it. What trace minerals do I need to be taking to increase my hair growth? That's what I would do.
Coral calcium is what Debbie said.
Yeah, coral calcium.
There's also ormus. I like Vancouver. I know you have a ormus that you don't particularly care for, and I know I've had ormuses that I didn't particularly care for, but the one that dosed really high for me was Vancouver Island ormus, and the man is brilliant who creates it, and that has all of the minerals from Vancouver Island, that he's got a space in the ocean that he feels has got very, very good, that creates very good ormus, but he also tests it for any toxins or heavy metals, because it can be extremely, like one I got from the Ozarks, and that I can't believe like how bad of a reaction my body. I was like, no.
The ormus is a multi-dimensional product. Like everything is multi-dimensional, but ormus is really between dimensions. So when you start playing between dimensions, it means every thought that the person had when they created it is in the product. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. Every thought the person had is in the product. So if that person is creating it because they want to make a lot of money and they're very greedy about it, or they want to take advantage of people, all that's in the product. And then it really can throw you for a loop. To have, take somebody with a clear mind and a clear intent. It's just like, making organite. The organite takes the intent in the crystal, those that created it. So you have to be careful who created it for what intention, right?
Right.
And whether it's, the dark force or the light force, the only difference between the two is what's the intent. Is the intent bondage, or is and servitude, or freedom and and liberation? Those are the two paths. Which brings up, you wanted to do clearing this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or,
I want to clear
for the latter, right? For clearness and for the light and for love.
So I think what you were saying this morning is that there are certain people on the planet that you were concerned about, call them the 13 families, or the cabal, or those people in power, or those that are doing crazy things about wanting to chip us all. And you wanted to do something about clearing all that. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah. So we won't want any names, name any names, but we do know that, when the light increases, right, then the dark will have to match it, right? And so the point is not to get caught in that. I mean, just because that force that wants to lock down the planet, prison planet, is increasing intensity, it's only in response to us bringing through the light, right?
Right.
So don't get caught up in this. This is, if you're in a war, then you're saying, oh, I got to counterbalance this. Now, what I am saying is you want to have discernment. You need to know who the bad guys are, if they're bad, right? Because they're the countervail to you coming into the truth of who you be and the light. So you need to know what that balance is. But we're looking for the balance. We're looking for the balance between the two, which is in your heart chakra. You need to be able to handle both the light and the dark simultaneously with no judgment. One's not better than the other. I'm going to say that again. This sounds really strange.
Yep.
The light and the dark, the good and the bad, or whatever value judgment we want to put on that. And by the way, value judgments have no significance in the other dimensions. It's all a human construct. Yep. And fundamentally, we have no basis to judge anything. We have no idea why things are the way on this planet. Honestly, we don't. We think we do, but we don't really know. So if we can let go of that and be in that neutral median point, right? The Buddhists call it, between the zones, or they call it just the middle way, the middle path, the middle way. And in Chinese, it's called Wu Wei. It's that place between yin and yang. It's the Tao. It's the Wu Wei. And when you're there, everything becomes effortless, because now you're dwelling in your heart, and the flow of consciousness is coming through you. You're now guided to be in the right place at the right time. And all of the work that Laura and I do is to get you to that point 24/7, 365, so you can come from that true nature and not be overwhelmed by all this trauma that's going on around you. Okay, because it's really easy. You just look sideways or watch the news, you can be knocked off center, which is okay as long as you know your way home, right?
Right.
So this is what this is about. So when we're clearing the dark, we're just saying, look, ultimately, we're having compassion for those that are doing that, because ultimately they're on the path back to the light as well. And they're obviously have a longer, more difficult road. They are taking the long path to enlightenment. We want to take the short path to enlightenment. And in the long path to enlightenment, as this bifurcation in humanity happens and the ascension occurs in whatever way you want to describe that, fifth dimensional, or terra, Earth becomes terra, or whatever you want to describe that, or we're all ascended, or UFOs come and pick up, whatever your story is in that regard. That's one way. That's one pathway, right? This pathway is those that want to have prison control, prison planet. That evolution will continue through another 64,500 year cycle before you get back to this point again, and you get a choice again. Which way do you want to go on the path, right?
Right.
So quite frankly, I don't want to go through another 64,560. That's about 60,000 incarnations. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. So when I think about somebody like Bill Gates, I said it, Bill Gates or somebody like that, I have to have compassion because nobody taught them about karma. Nobody taught them that, they're responsible for their actions. There's no way that you can get away with this. There's only one universal law, and that is do no harm, right?
But if you steal something from the very beginning and you lie from the very beginning and then you make billions of dollars from it, obviously your karma on this planet in this time and space, you're not thinking about that. That's the last thing you're thinking about.
Yeah, but our job as bodhisattvas, for those people that those of us put up our hand and said, I'm going to incarnate to help this, evolutionary step for humanity, have to have we don't have to, but I highly recommend it, that you have compassion for all those that are playing the role of the dark. That's what I'm trying to get at.
And that's what I'm asking all the viewers right now, is to go into their heart and to love all of this, to hold space for us as we clear this out in love. I don't know, Debbie, they don't care. It doesn't matter that they don't care. I think it's not that they don't care, they don't understand.
They don't know. Let's put it that way. They don't.
Yeah, they don't know. It's not that they don't care. Exactly. So let's come from a space of love in our hearts as Tyson goes through this clearing, and I'm going to channel what I do.
All right. So it's going to be quite simple. We're going to keep it really simple. Okay. So
very simple.
Here we go. So I'm spinning my pendulum counterclockwise, which is creating a vortex of release. Okay. So it'll go like this. I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name and my I am present assistant, divine mother, divine father, and the source that all it is, clear any and all trauma, unresolved conflict, core fractures, toxic emotion from all beings on planet Earth that have been subjugated in whatever ways or means by any external forces or internal forces that have altered their DNA, have taken away their sovereign rights, that have dumbed down their ability to know who they are, that have gotten in the way of knowing that they are sovereign human beings, one with source consciousness. And all those beings, all those entities, all those discarnate beings, all those that do not abide by the one law of one, which is do no harm, must immediately leave planet Earth, right? Or they will be immediately transformed into pure divine white light. I hereby declare it so in my holy name, so be it. It is done. Thank you. Now you made me think, well, wait a minute here. How can they just be transformed into pure divine light? Well, they can, because if enough people have that intention of holding the truth of who they are, it's not as though we're weaponizing the earth or we're saying, hey, you're bad, rotten, and wrong. It's just the truth of what it is. The most dominant energy, the dominant frequency will always carry the day. So if we're coming from love and compassion in our hearts, then that is the energy that will transform everything around them. And it gives them also the opportunity of any discarnate being or any demonic being that all of a sudden wakes up. Because this is a difficulty. Think about it. If you're a demonic human being, or if you're trying to repress the conscious evolution on planet Earth, at some point you have to remember that you came from source. At some point you have to find your way home to the light. And if you forget, you got another 64,500 years or 60,000 incarnations to go through before you can wake up again. So I don't know about you, but I have a lot of compassion for those that said, I will choose to play the role of the dark, to wake up humanity into the light. Okay, because there's no other way that we can do it in a dualistic world. We can't discover the light without the dark.
Right.
Okay?
And remember that Tyhson and I don't fight things. We don't remove things through pain and suffering. We do it through love and compassion, and that's it, because there's no other way. And Tyhson taught me that, because I fought and fought and fought and fought for years. And I fought some, what I thought were pretty big bad dudes, and now I just love them. And you see that no matter what they are, every being, every energy has the innately, they want to do good. That's why I believe that everything on the planet, everyone, even the most horrific people, they want to be loved and they want to do good. Somewhere inside of them, they want that. And that's all we find. And then we offer it up to what I call God, source, whatever. And I create an opening for them to then move through that. That's it. It's real simple, and it's easy.
Yeah, we want to keep it simple and straightforward. So that's what we're hoping is you will understand. So when I post things on my homepage or in the Dowsing and Energy Healing that says about Bill Gates or chipping this or chipping that or chip off the old block or whatever, what I'm really saying to you is make this do discernment yourself. We need to know what is evolving on this planet, so that we can be the counterbalance, not in war, but in love, so we can match that energy, right?
Well, if that's where we're moving to, and the 5D is more of the Palladian kind of thought process, where it's about love and peace and harmony, then we have to start practicing that now. We can't do it by screaming and yelling our way into it. Doesn't make sense.
Well, there you are. So there you are. There's the clearing. And did you get a chance to do your voices in the back?
Didn't you hear me talking?
No, I was busy doing my thing. You're doing your thing, and I'm doing my thing. And
I know.
we're doing it together. That's all I know.
I didn't listen. I didn't hear you either.
All right. Well,
So
now I'm really, really upset. But no.
I'll listen to it when I do the show notes. I'll do it over. I'll listen.
I'll drink to that.
Okay. I always like your clearings.
All right. So yeah. So exciting things. So I've as I probably said before, I've hired a person to help me start to publish my books. I'm also negotiating with the book publishers for all of John Living's books to take them over and update them. And I've talked to John and Living about that, and he's certainly in accord of that. So that's pretty exciting for me, because John has published 9 books, right? So those 9 books will be my responsibility, and then we will probably do 2 things. First of all, we will do what's called compendium books. I think that's what they're called, summary books. So I will go through and I will condense the book into a summary book.
Yeah.
Okay? Which will be a book. Most likely it'll be in a booklet form. So all of John's books will be condensed, because right now people don't want to read. They want to get to the meat of it. So I'm going to help them get to the meat. Keep it simple. Help you move through this material as quickly as possible so that you can implement it. This is for all those that want to learn how to be dowsers and energy healers, bring about personal and planetary transformation for them, their loved ones. Make this heaven on earth. This is a whole set of booklets to do that. So the name of the series of all of them is Intuitive's Survival Guide. I have to look at the title, and so it's brand new. I got that through guidance. Okay, the Intuitive Survival Guide. And the first booklet is 64 statements to clear yourself, which is the Deep Clearing Protocol. Okay, so it'll be in a booklet form. So therefore, I'm asking people to write in their testimonials. How did this change your life? And so I would like 15, or I'm going to put 15 to 20 testimonials in the booklet. So if you would like to be in the book, right?
Well, I'm going to be the first one, right?
And if you, well, if it's only if it's good, Laura, only if it's the best. All right. So if you're one of the 15 to 20, your name's going to go in there, and you can say that you are, you were published in. This will be a bestseller. We're going to sell 250 of them, pre-sell them. So we're going to want you to buy your copies ahead of time before the book is even published. So you know what we're talking about if you've been following us, the Deep Clearing Protocol. So you get an opportunity to put not only your name, but also your website, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
nice.
So that will be an opportunity for you. And you could also say, if you're working with me, you could say a licensed coach under, using this technique. So this is your opportunity if you're in the Deep Clearing, if you know about the Deep Clearing Protocol, and if you're in the Dowsing and Energy Healing Masterclass, then you get to say that's certified by and be in the book. Okay, so
Nice.
this is also opening the door. I'm saying this is your chance to join the Dowsing and Energy Healing Masterclass and become certified. And I know
Awesome.
Eduardo is on the call, and you could then be saying, "Hey, I'm certified to be a coach to help deliver this clearing modality." So this is a unique opportunity for the 15 to 20 people to be part of this book and say, "Hey, I'm a published author. I'm in this book." Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So there you are. So
So
hopefully you'll respond to that. You can send them into tyson@me.com and we'll get you in the book.
yeah, or you can send them to me too. Any of my clients out there can send them to me, and I'll send them on to Tyson. So we do have, Eliezer asked, can we do a clearing to help us have compassion instead of trying to fight? And then Karen Tucker said she would like that. And I think a clearing is nice, and that's a good idea that you can do with your meditation every day.
Let's do an
More
installation.
of an awareness, don't you believe? Like an awareness.
Let's do an installation.
Oh, aha.
Yeah, let's do an installation.
Do an installation.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go like this. Spinning your pendulum clockwise, it would be something like, I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name as a sovereign human being, hereby declare that I'm a sovereign human being, that I'm always guided by source. I'm in the right place at the right time to find my phone. No. Hopefully Darlene will phone me back, and it's just a sec. So I'm always in the right place at the right time to receive clear, concise, and accurate guidance. Therefore, being guided, I always can stay out of fear, doubt, shame, or guilt, because I know always how to return to source in the quickest, shortest way possible. And I attach to my breath that every time I breathe out, I remove what no longer serves me. And with every in-breath, I remember that I'm a sovereign human being, one with source consciousness. And every time I breathe out, I let go of what no longer serves me. And every time I breathe in, I remember that I'm a sovereign human being, one with source. And I declare it so in my holy being. And so it is. Thank you. So remember, if it's attached to your breath, it's only one breath. And while it is, it's not even one breath away. I mean, you can't stop breathing, so you can't stop this encoded remembrance of who you are.
Right.
You're breathing out, you're letting go. You're breathing in, you're remembering who you are. I breathe out, I let go. I breathe in, I remember that I'm one. So now if I'm doing this, in, out, now, and if I just concentrate on my breath, my monkey mind has nowhere to go. It's just on the breath. In, out, in, out. Now my mind calms down. It goes out of fear, trauma, unresolved conflict, core fractures, all dissolved because now I'm just in my breath, in, out, in, out. Now you can receive guidance because your brain is calmed down, your body is calmed down, you're in the right vibrational frequency. That's how you stay out of fear. That's how you overcome trauma. That's how you resolve conflict. That's how you heal your body. That's how you remember that you're one with Source. And that's why how you remember that we are all one. There's only one being of consciousness. Us are all fragments of that consciousness. So when one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is healed, all are healed, right? That's the law of one. And that's how we remember, is through our breath. Okay.
And then we can sit in compassion. And then we can sit in compassion. My thing with that is that when you are confronted with somebody in anger or in fear, is to come at it from in a compassionate, loving.
And what did I say though? First thing you need to do.
Trying to fight.
I mean, I agree with you, but what's the first thing you need to do?
Become in alignment.
No, breathe.
Well, okay.
The first thing you do is breathe.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right, now you come into alignment because you're absolutely right. You know, I love you, Laura. You're absolutely right. But it's the breath that allows you to come into alignment and do what you're talking about. It's the breath that allows you to calm down. It's the breath that allows you to remember who you are. You know, it's like.
Yeah, because isn't that what we do when somebody's screaming at us, is to go.
Yeah, just.
All right, just calm down a little bit, take a deep breath.
You could go, they'll think you're a bit queer, but that's okay. You know, I can do it with flourish. Right. And that's okay. They go say, what are you doing? It's like, I'm becoming one.
So I don't beat you. I need to become
becoming one.
I can answer you.
I'm one.
Love and light.
I'm one with your anger. Kaboom. Okay. Yeah. So that's how you do it. I mean, I'm not suggesting you do that dramatically in front of somebody because they wouldn't know what to do with it. But you can do it consciously and subconsciously, right? And if it's horrendous, just excuse yourself, go to the bathroom or go out of the room and do the breathing. But you got to do the breathing to calm down.
Darlene says she thinks your phone is on silent. He was just busy doing an installation. Darlene, you can call again.
You can call again. Rachel, turn it
he
off.
Heard you. We all heard you calling in. Poor thing thinks you're ignoring her.
Yeah, we're not ignoring.
I mean, I think you have her number. She is like a house guest. You could probably just call her.
All right, Darlene, the phone is off of mute and you can call in. We're in the middle of the clearing, so I turned you off.
Oh, did you really turn it off?
Yeah, I said that in the middle. You probably didn't hear it. Said, sorry, Darlene. So.
Poor Darlene. I'm just trying to get in.
All right. So, Darlene, if you're hearing to the call, you can phone in. All right.
Any questions out there?
Here she is.
Here she is. Saved by the bell.
Hi, Darlene.
Hello, Tyhson and Laura.
Good morning.
You turned off.
I thought maybe I was listening to you guys doing your clearing and your awesomeness this morning, and I was trying to pick a good time to call between all of that.
Right. So tell everybody what you're doing on Friday.
Well, I'm going to do a short sort of a lesson on a self-massage. So I will help walk you through kind of learning how to communicate with your body better and to actually hear the messages and the guidance your body gives you. And it's going to be awesome because it's empowering you to really take ownership and of the pain of wherever your discomfort is and connect to that. And I'm excited to teach it.
Right. So, learning how to let go of your pain.
Yes. And you'll get instant relief of tension and stress, and it actually helps align your structure. So the way I teach it is being able to follow the guidance, like, oh, I'm massaging here, and then all of a sudden the body's kind of like, oh, you need to go over here and work on this and that, and and then along with it, you get all 5 videos.
There are 5 videos, everybody.
Yeah, so they're all broken down from head to neck, and then shoulders, arms, hands, chest, ribs is another one, lower back and pelvis, which helps address the sciatica pain and helps align your hips. And then we go into the hip and knee junction is another one, and then from feet to knees. So with this whole set of videos, you're able to affect the whole body.
Yeah, and I'd just like to do a testimonial. I'm so fortunate that Darlene is in the same house as I do. And when I get all bunged up, which I do, she comes and releases me, and I go, ooh, and I have to let go. So I'm very, very fortunate. Darlene has exquisite hands, is really, really gifted in this area. And these videos are very, very helpful, especially given with, the social distancing and COVID-19 and, not being able to go to your massage therapist quite yet for most people. This is why not learn how to do it for yourself, right? And
I'm excited.
And you can do it for your kids and for your loved ones. So join us on Friday. It's 10 a.m. to noon Pacific, and we'll have that up and available for you to register. It's $44 US, and you get how many videos? 5, was it?
The 5 videos.
5 videos. Okay.
20 minutes long each.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
sensitive information there for everybody, and
Yeah, that's over an hour's worth of video. Wow, everybody's lucky. All right. Thank you for phoning in. Anything else you'd like to talk about? I mean, that's pretty awesome. But anything else you'd like to talk about?
I was just going to share just through my own journey, and that's how I learned so much is through my own self-massage and being able to realize, oh, okay, I need to, like I was saying, work here and then go over there. And with all of that, we really gain knowledge from our own body. So that's how I learned so much, as well as a few years of physio and my own injuries and working on people. So I really help guide people to bring release to the stuckness or the pain in their body and help
That's
them align.
awesome.
Right?
And her husband Michael is endorsing her here. Darlene Turner is amazing. Now, if your husband is saying that you're amazing, we all got to be on this class,
Oh, he better say it.
right?
I've had a few marriage proposals after massages.
All right, yeah, and many older men just fall in love with Darlene. I don't know what Michael deals with it, but that class will just put up with it.
He's the lucky one I married.
Yeah, he's the lucky one you married. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Well, Darlene's away right now visiting her grandchildren, and she'll be home soon. So, in time for the class. So.
She has grandchildren. She doesn't look like she
Yeah,
can
she has
children
twins.
yet.
She has twins, and she gets to play with them right now. So.
Oh, twin grandbabies?
Yeah, and they're up. I'm not sure how old they are. I think they're. I can't remember. Michael, you should tell us. Are they 2 or are they 3? Anyway, they're on their way up to the Yukon. The family does gold mining up in the Yukon, so they're getting ready to.
No way. Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. You know those programs you watch on TV. They know all those people. They're not on TV themselves, but.
There's gold mining on TV?
Well, there's gold mining shows on TV, and they know all the people that are on TV, but they are not on TV, right?
Oh, they're 4 in July, he said.
All right. 4 in
So
July.
4.
Yeah.
3.
There you are.
Nice. How exciting. 3-year-olds are so great.
Yeah, they
love
are.
them.
I'll keep you busy, boy. They
So
will keep you busy.
sweet.
That's right.
Mhm. Remember, my nieces used to scream, "Hey, Laura's here!" They come running, and then when they turned about 5 or 6, they were like,
Yeah. Who's she?
yeah. I would walk in, and they wouldn't even say anything. I was like, I wish you were 3 again.
Yeah. And then when they're teenagers, they don't not want nothing to do with you because you know absolutely nothing.
Unless you have money.
Well, or unless you're a really good aunt or a grandma, then they'll pay attention to you.
Right.
But as far as a parent is concerned, no.
Yeah. You taking me somewhere?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I got things to do.
Yeah, I'm busy, Gran. I'm really busy. All right. Toll-free number is open, 1-866-369-7464. We're here to answer your calls around dowsing, energy healing, what's up in your life, or what's up on planet Earth. We did a few clearings this morning. We talked about the medical assistance program. We talked about Tyson's new book, and that you too can be in that book and be a published author with your testimonial. And also you could join the Dowsing and Energy Healing Masterclass and actually be certified as a practitioner in the book. What could be better than that, right? You get to be put in the book as a certified deep clearing program practitioner, or a Dowsing and Energy healing healer certified by the one and only Tyson Bannigan. So there you are. So.
That's right. And you get to learn how to dowse. Now, Eliezer said, is there a way I can do that even though I have a block with dowsing?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he has
we
a
talked about
block.
that before. You can muscle test, or you can do body sway. And even just the intention and just rotating your finger counterclockwise to clear. You know, everybody's got a finger. Be careful, don't put your finger up, put your finger down and rotate it, right? That will clear, and counterclockwise and clockwise to install. Okay, so here's Crystal. Hi, Crystal, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you. What's up?
Oh, good. I posted a full Court of Atonement on the class page. I was hoping to get some support.
All right. So
yeah, I adjusted it for my personal situation.
All right.
Which is a person close to me is
all right. Well,
has been accused of a crime that he didn't commit in lovely Tijuana, Mexico. And and I adjusted his full Court of Atonement, and I was wondering if there's something else that you could.
Yeah, I think when we do
the lovely folks could do to support us for this.
Yeah, I think that for all those out there that are having trouble with, with courts and everything, you can put it in the Court of Atonement, and also the Social Justice, Reform Committee. We could also say that not only social justice, it could be maybe, adjusting the court system itself. So maybe that group can also help with that. I always feel that these group actions are much stronger, so we'll put it into the Dowsing and Energy Healing, a master class, and on Friday we'll pay some attention to that and do some deep clearing. So if you're out there and you have maybe you know of anything that's happening in the area of child abuse, sexual abuse, child molestation, abusive relationships, court problems with not being believed, and all those sorts of things, then let Laura and I know so we can submit your name into the Court of Atonement and do some clearing around all this. Okay.
So I wanted to bring that up is on our master class on Fridays, we do a circle and we put people in for healing, and I have had 3 people come back, and at this point I'm looking and I'm like, I think it's working, like in profound ways. So one of the people that we put in there had a complete turnaround. Another one has schizophrenia, and all of a sudden he's having really good days. And another person too is completely turned around on their anger, is like, and at this point it's like super early. It's probably like 2 or 3 days of my observation of it. But these are the kind of things that we do as this group in our Master Douser class. And I wanted to share that because that's testimonial, right? And even though I'm a part of it and I do it and I believe and I know it's going to work, when it does work, you're just like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is why testimonials are so great, is that for most dowsers and energy healers, that we do the work and then we never hear. But when we do hear, it just empowers us to do even more. And what I mean by that is that we're just allowing source consciousness to flow through us and help that person do the healing or get back their life or stand in the truth or become sovereign. but it's great to know that that we've helped them and that they've been able to succeed in what their goals are. So testimonials are really, really appreciated. So Crystal, I will go over, and I know Laura and I will go over and take a look at that prior to the class.
Absolutely.
And if there's anything we can do prior to the class, we will do that. Okay.
You want to?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Crystal. Thanks for phoning in.
You want to talk about the Court of Atonement a little bit? People can understand what it is, because you actually helped her launch this whole thing, right?
Well, I don't know if I actually launched. Well, I've done 5 interviews with Jo Elis, and I love her to bits. She's amazing, and her technique is going worldwide. It's been translated into multiple languages. And by the way, we too want to take the deep clearing to many, many different nations. So if you have the ability to translate the Deep Clearing Protocol or the first volume of the book, right, of these series of books, then please step forward. So we want to translate all of these books, these series, into multiple languages. So yeah, so Jo Elis is doing tremendous work. She's my primary teacher was Raymond Grace, or one of them, and he got really excited by her work and has promoted her. I know that she is doing really well financially, which is so exciting for me, because she was pretty much pretty close to the belly on the ground. And so to see her succeed at what she's doing and bringing so much change and transformation into everybody's life, it's totally, totally exciting for me. So I don't know how much credit I can take for that, but I'll take whatever I can get. No. So head over to the Court of Atonement, put it into Facebook or Google it, and go get her books, Jo Elis, right? The Court of Atonement. It works, it works, it works. I have many testimonials personally that I can attest to that it does work, right? And I encourage. So I see the Deep Clearing Protocol and the Court of Atonement as 2 pieces of a bigger puzzle of how to work with the angelic kingdom and what we're going to call upstairs with the angels and elementals and source consciousness.
Yeah, it's all about love and clearing and becoming peaceful and harmonized with everybody in your life. And I mean, it's beautiful. I can't express, like, why wouldn't people want this? Why wouldn't you want to get along with your ex-mother-in-law or your ex, for that matter? And that's what the Court of Atonement does. You go into a higher court. You as a human being don't have to do anything, but the higher courts up above do and work things out between you and these people. And I've done it myself over and over and over, and it works.
Yeah, so thank you, Jo Elis, for being you. Thank you, Abraham, for channeling through Jo Elis and providing that conduit for us as humans, being able to work with the angelic and upper kingdoms to be able to bring about change and transformation with ease and grace on this planet. Also, thank you to the elementals and working with through the MAP program, which is the working with the Great Weather Brotherhood, which is also working with the elementals in the garden. And thank you for all the elementals helping us grow our own food and helping us connect with nature. So becoming an eco-spiritual warrior or an eco-spiritual gifted clearing person, or I don't know how we would say it, but eco-spiritual awareness or an eco-spiritual steward, let's say that, an eco-spiritual earth steward. Then we want to have a triune relationship between humans, elementals, which are the fairies and all of that, and dragons and goblins and all of that kingdom, and the angelic kingdom, which is the thrones and Santoria and the seraphim and all of those beings on the angelic level.
Beings, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the triune relationship that if you were to work with us, that's what you learn. So the master class for dowsing and energy healing is one part of working with humans. There's another whole part that will come out in this series, which is working with Mother Nature. Okay.
Right. And the Great Way Brotherhood is an accumulation of human beings, correct, that have crossed over and are now working with humans. So
on the other dimensions, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and they've also,
Very
to be part of the
mixed.
Wright Brotherhood means that you've been here, done the, graduated, become enlightened, and got the T-shirt, right? And therefore, says the big, it says, you know, White Brotherhood on your T-shirt, right? I'm just fooling around, but the point is, they've been here, they've done that.
Yep.
They know what it is to be human, and they know what it is to become enlightened, full body enlightenment, not, you know, enlightenment sitting on a mountaintop. Talking about enlightenment in a body, you know, raising a family and doing all the things that we're asked to do now. You know, enlightenment used to be going and sitting at the feet of the guru, locking yourself into, you know, a cave and doing nothing but meditating. Now we're being asked to do full body enlightenment, which is have a family, have a career, be one with everything going on in the world, and still become enlightened, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're being asked to do.
Yeah.
That's what's going to graduate the planet.
So that,
You know, heaven on earth.
so that's why I like that book that you shared with us, because I really trust the Great White Brotherhood, and so if she's channeling from them, then I want to read this book.
Right.
I'm endorsing it before I've even read it.
Yeah, it's another way of being able to work, like we were working, you know, with dowsers that are on the other side. This is like being able to work with the group. So when we do the dowsing energy healing as a group, we can connect to this through the map. So we'll do that next week.
Awesome.
Hello, this is the Wellness Show. Who are we talking to?
Hi, my name's Bo. How are you doing today?
We're doing good. So what's up in your life?
You know, just doing some work from home. How about y'all?
We're doing good. We're on the show, so we're helping people get out of their own way or deal with whatever they need to deal with, or answer any questions about dowsing and energy healing. So anything you'd like to ask or know about?
Yeah, for sure. Is this the Crystal Man?
No, I do work with Crystal, but the Crystal Man is a friend of mine. Theodore Bromley is the Crystal Man that lives in my community. Are you looking for crystals?
Well, I was reaching out, trying to get a hold of him in terms of the digital marketing for the website.
All right. Well,
Is there
I can give you that number. Sure, just give me a sec here. And anybody on this call, if you're interested in crystals, Theodore Bromley is called the Crystal Man, and he has high quality crystals. My house is full of his crystals. So if you're looking for awesome, yeah, he really does his work. So if you want to find out how to do crystals, then Theodore is your man. So I'm just going to do that for you. So everybody.
I'll be right back, Tyson.
Joe will also know how to get hold of them as well. Theodore. Okay, that's come up. So we'll do Bromley. Okay, there it is, Bromley. Bromley. Theodore Bromley. Okay, his phone number is 250-838-7681, and his mobile is 250-549-8806, right? And we have another number for him, 250-838-7686, and it's crystalman@telus.net, okay?
Yes, sir. And that's Theodore?
That's Theodore, Theorde, Bromley, Bromley. Okay, he's called the Crystal Man. And he has a website too, so if you just put Crystal Man in, you'll be able to see what he's offering. All right. Thanks for.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Give him a call.
All right. Bye for now.
You have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So there you are for you to get your crystals.
That was fun. You know, all of our listeners love crystals. Who doesn't love crystals? Oh. Anyways, do we have anyone else out there that wants to ask a question? We're getting to be at the top of the hour, and or want to call in and talk about and give us a testimonial of anything about anything.
Yeah, don't forget,
anywhere?
Tyson's looking for 15 to 20 testimonials for using the Deep Clearing Protocol, put in his brand new book. And it's your opportunity if you're in the Dowsing and Energy Healing Masterclass or want to join us, which is $333 a month for 6 months. And if you want to be able to say in the book that you're certified as a practitioner under Tyhson Bannigan, and you want to put your website in there and your phone number and your email, you'll be able to do that in the book. So
can you use your imagination to create crystals in your house? Will that work?
Actually, probably the best thing is to use a crystal to enhance your imagination. So I would probably do it the other way around. And it doesn't have to be a big one. So, I would suggest that you have a small pocket crystal to start with. This is one I have on my desk. This was given to me by my Mayan shaman, Miguel Engel, in the Mayan Yucatan Peninsula. It's my way of remembering him and all that I've learned, right? So crystals become a body of information that reminds you of certain events or certain knowledge and connect you to it. I have another one that I love that's sitting here as well. I'm not quite sure what the story is about that, but I love the clarity of this. It's absolutely pure crystal.
It's beautiful.
Okay. And then I have another one here, because in some of the work we do as a group, we pass one crystal to the other. So I like to pass an angel. So she's an angel that I get to pass from, like a talking stick.
Yeah.
And then this is to remind me of I got somebody's another dimension, right?
What is that made out of? Malachite?
No, he's a little rubber guy, but he's sitting there with my crystals. He's like a Gumby, but he's reminding me that I have ET ancestors.
Those darn old ETs.
All right.
Oh, well, I want to thank everybody for opening up their heart today and helping Tyhson and I do that amazing clearing. I feel 100% better clarity and clearness and love and light to all of you. So thank you for opening up your heart today. And
thank you for showing up. We still have room for one quick call if you want to, or one quick question before the top of the hour. And if not, we'll call it a wrap. So anybody out there?
Anybody?
I would like that. I don't know what that is.
Quick call. 1-866-369-7464.
Yeah, do a quick call if you want to have a last minute go around there. All right, quiet out there. You can always catch us same time, same place tomorrow. So until then, be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Bye for now.
Bye.
For quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.